Hello and welcome to this overview video where we look at getting started with NewsWhip Analytics. We'll cover the first steps after logging in, understanding the user interface, and introducing you to the fundamentals of the dashboard features available. By the end, you should feel confident navigating the product. Now, you should have received an email invitation to access NewsWhip Analytics. Please feel free to log in to follow along with the videos or contact our customer success team if you have any issues. This is the landing page of NewsWhip Analytics. Your team may have created some dashboards already, but otherwise this area will be empty. Please note that any dashboard you or a team member create will be displayed here for collaborative purposes. Dashboards are how search data is presented in NewsWhip Analytics. They are broken down into three main types, which are keywords, websites, and Facebook pages. Keywords cast the widest net across the web for engagement, whilst websites provide detailed insights into articles published by sites, and Facebook pages present a significant amount of granular details in regards to interactions for those pages. Each dashboard can be used for particular use cases, which we'll look at later, but remember that NewsWhip Analytics is still a large database, and so these are just ways to filter and display data in more categorized and structured ways. We'll first look at how a search can be built and filtered in dashboards. There's a few differences, but we'll highlight the similarities to avoid repetition. To begin, I'm going to scroll down to the bottom. These are the global dashboard filters. These will override any other filters for individual entries. These include keywords, topics, location, and language. The keywords dashboard has the addition of websites. This allows you to exclude content from certain sites. An example of this could be your own site, where you only want to see results about you from elsewhere. Topics are fairly varied and help when you want to get very specific. Location is useful for when you really want to narrow down results to one place. And language is useful for when you refine results. Perhaps if you're a larger brand, you only want to track and see results in either English or Spanish, for example. Now, for keywords, this allows you to expand or reduce your search results for the entire dashboard. As you can see, we have a query builder option, which is a little easier to use, or the option to fully use Boolean if you're familiar with it, and there's a good chance you are if you've used it with our other product, NewsWhip Spike. These two options are available for all individual entries to the search. So I'll jump up and actually add our first search to this keyword dashboard. I'll go with Musk to begin. This will work, but let's expand it out to add potential filters. In the query builder, I could filter the search results. I could add Tesla here if I only want results that include Musk and Tesla. This is the equivalent of AND in Boolean. And if I want to exclude all data related to Musk's acquisition of Twitter, I can add it here. This is the equivalent of NOT in Boolean. I will include a link to some detailed articles on our knowledge base if you wish to learn more. I'll also add Bezos as another keyword. I'll name the dashboard, and now I'll create it. Now again, I'm going to focus first on some of the key components that make up the dashboards. One of the most important is the date range. The default is set for 7 days, but you can easily change to a month, year, or a custom date range. I will set it for this year to date. Let's look at some of the results. All dashboards have a similar first tab. The first has the article or post count, the average interactions, and the total interactions. These can all be sorted. Below that, we have an overview with more of a breakdown by network. This can also be sorted and also filtered by total and average interactions. We can quickly see that whilst Musk has had significantly more coverage, the average interactions are actually roughly the same. And if we scroll down again, we can see a really good visualization of this data with the overtime comparison chart. This can be sorted also by metric or network. We can see here how Elon Musk has really dominated engagement this year in comparison to Jeff Bezos. We can choose to deselect Musk in order to view Bezos in more detail if we wish. Let's move on to another key feature of each dashboard, which is the content panel. This allows you to view the actual articles, posts, sites, or offers that the data is pulled from. Here is the top 100 articles from our time range, which is the year to date. I won't do it now, but you can click and view each article from the panel if desired. We can see the articles with the largest total interaction this year revolve around Musk and Ukraine. We can choose to show lists which will split these between the keyword searches. We can also click on the graph to view these insights in a shorter time frame. I'll click on the peak here for Musk in April to see what the articles were about. This was the week where the news first broke about Musk's acquisition of Twitter. I can also choose to extend out the panel further to see how these articles break down. Now, as you may have noticed, I'm not stopping too much to admire the scenery in this video. However, we can quickly see a narrative from these brief insights. Musk has had significantly more coverage than Bezos this year, although they have roughly the same average engagement per article. If we look at articles for Musk, it somewhat mirrors the chart for total interactions. However, the engagement at the beginning of the year for Ukraine and Starlink, followed by the news of the potential purchasing of Twitter, is much higher. We can see a peak in articles later in the year for his official ownership and leadership of Twitter, but the interactions are down. This is a bit surprising considering how much it has dominated a lot of news later in the year. Perhaps people are a bit tired of it all. And now to wrap up this demo with two other universal features. You will notice the download button in various places. All data can be downloaded as an image or CSV file. Also, all dashboards can be easily edited and updated, and dashboards can also be duplicated or deleted. We'll look at the specific of each later, but this introduction should give you an idea of how to use and understand the information presented in NewsWhip Analytics. I now have a best practice suggestion for getting started. Implement a dashboard naming structure. As you've seen, all dashboards your team creates will be available to all. This is excellent for collaboration, but can lead to a bit of confusion if you're a busy team. You can sort by type, who created it, and last modified, but having some clear naming structures for teams, purposes, years, active, inactive will help. You can then make use of the search field. And remember, once a dashboard is deleted, it's gone for all. So please be careful. We'll look at each dashboard in more detail in the next videos. Thanks for watching.